Yeah. Hold on. I like this song. Alright, what's up, man? Alright, so a lot of people have asked me since I've gotten here what it's been like. Alright, so I've been here since October. It is now May. October, November, January, February, March, April, May. I've been here now 7 months. Dang. Well, really 6 months. Because I wasn't here the whole October. I left October the 20th. No, the 14th. I was here for Halloween. So, but I won't get my New Year here, which sucked. Alright, so living in Atlanta is very much different from living in DC. Alright, I ain't been in DC but 6 months really. I actually say 6 months and some change. So that's a long time. It was hard to find a job because the people here are very different from where in Atlanta. So it took me a little bit to adapt. You know what I'm saying? It took me a little bit to understand their lingo, the conversation, the way they talk, and all that. The music is very different. The stores is very different from Atlanta. Like stayed in Atlanta most of my life since '89, off and on. So when I left in it's now what, goddamn, 2018. Shit, I left here in 2007. Went to Atlanta. I stayed in Douglas, but I think majorly when I left, it was in 2007 when I left Atlanta completely. Then I went back to Atlanta. Then I met with my ex-girlfriend I was with for 9 years, and then I came back. So when I came back, shit had changed. Oh, not that bad. Shit, I think I was in my 30s. She was in her damn 20s still, you know. Now she's in her 30s and I'm in my 40s. So it's like crazy how time changed. But I met her, we was together for 9 years, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy how time had. But I grew up from a lot of things I used to do compared to where I am now. Mentally, you gotta grow up. You lose people, you gain people, your circle changes. When I got robbed when I was in Atlanta before I left, and that was like last year, it was just kind of crazy. You know, it's so much different and make you feel like you leaped a year because you're like dealing with a new area, a new state. Like the stores I know in Atlanta, they don't have here. Like I know of Kroger, Publix. They don't have a Kroger or a Publix. They got a Price Less. They got a Safeway. They got a Food Lion here. They got no Rue 21. They got a Forever 21. You know what I'm saying? They do got an Abercrombie. No, they don't have an Abercrombie. I haven't seen one. I seen Aeropostale. They do have an Aeropostale. Toys R Us is pretty much kind of closing down where I'm at. I don't know how the Polo store stays open. Apparently it does, because I'm like right near where I can go shopping for anything I want, like coats, shoes, socks. Like this is like suburban area, but they do have a Claire's, so I was loving that because I be wanting to get my shit, you know, what I couldn't get, like the necklace and shit like that, beads or whatever, or anything I wanted. I can go to Claire's. They don't have a Spencer's. I don't even know what their sex shop looks like. I know what Spencer's in Atlanta on Memorial Drive. I know what Spencer's over there off of by the airport. They don't have. I haven't ran into a sex shop. I don't know what the name of the sex shop is. They have MGM here. If y'all ever watch TV, MGM, they got an MGM building. Like, really, they even got their own resort, like area. It's nice. Stay near to it, so it's crazy. Like, it's a casino. So I stay next to a fucking casino. What else can I tell you? I stay near the harbor. They got 2 harbors. I haven't ran to a harbor. I ran to a beach. They got the same kind of stores, side stores. They got a Shell. They got a 7-Eleven. Did we even have a 7-Eleven? I don't think we even had a 7-Eleven. I don't think we had a 7-Eleven. They got a 7-Eleven. They got a Kmart. We don't have a Kmart in Atlanta. There's no Kmart. Don't look for that shit in nowhere. Okay, there's not a Kmart. You're not gonna find a Kmart in Atlanta. You're not gonna find a Safeway in fucking Atlanta. There is not one. They do have Audis. They do have Save a Lot. They do. They got a lot of beauty stores. They don't have a lot of chicken places, which is kind of making me feel very extra homesick. You know what I'm saying? I love my chicken. I am a chicken head. I like a chicken head, nigga. I love chicken. I like my chicken well crispy, crunchy. I love the hot sauce on the side with some celery, you know what I'm saying, or some fish, I haven't seen a Whole Food store yet. I don't know where that is located at. They have deers walking around the neighborhood. Like, there are deers that just pop up and just be like eating on your grass and shit. They have deers that literally walk around. So where I live at, I see deers. Like, you have to be careful where you drive at, because you might hit a fucking deer. Like, literally. There's a national park, like, not that far from my house. It's like probably a couple minutes. I was supposed to go there, so we're probably gonna walk a little bit. We ain't gonna go too far, but we're gonna walk a little bit there. They trying to change DC a lot. They're trying to change projects, and I went to the projects the other day. That's how I got my hair done. See, I told y'all when I said I was gonna lock back up my hair, y'all ain't believe it. Yeah, you see? There you go. True Patty. Alright. So my style is a little different from theirs. My music is a little different. Go-go music is here. It got Rare Essence. The music is a little different here. Radio still plays what I listen to. Thank God I found a station I listen to from Atlanta. Thank you. But they got an undercover one that's 95.5, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm on the same station. Yeah, but they playing shit like the DJ is from up north. Down south is taking over, and then they're gonna take over the whole radio station. The music is extra different. It's legal to smoke in DC. You can legally light your blunt up in DC. You can walk around with a blunt in your hand, and the cops won't arrest you at all in Washington, D.C. It's so motherfucking legal. Niggas is doing it, like, just rolling up a blunt. I seen a nigga roll a blunt on the train. I seen a nigga roll a blunt on the bus. I seen a motherfucker roll a blunt on a bicycle, on a train. It's crazy. Now, the traffic ain't as bad as Washington, D.C. It's kind of a little bit like 285. Like, really bad, like 285 going home. Traffic is bad around 4 o'clock here compared to it being bad like at 12 o'clock. What else difference I can tell you about living in since I've been here? There's a lot of bullet holes. What I mean by bullet holes is a lot of baby mamas, they got baby daddies that walk around, their kids be looking like them, and you be like, don't you want to go to the salon and get your hair done? And then there's some that actually look good, and I'll be like, damn, hey. What's up? You know what I'm saying? The other difference about Atlanta is women take their time to get to know you before they have sex with you. These girls throw their pussy at you real quick, like really, really, real quick. I've had 3 girls throw their coochie at me already, off rip, and I ain't known them but one day. Like we conversated on the phone, but I just first meeting you, you already throwing your cat at me. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? The dude's mentality is thuggish. If you're not from like the hood, don't try to walk your ass in DC. Don't try to walk in the projects like you know it all, cause they will fight you. They will fight you. They will rob you and strip you of all your dignity. That's where I came from. So I fit in like really well, and I just be like, whatever. Um, there is a borderline from where Maryland is, where I catch the bus, and where DC is. It would tell you walking DC on one side, Maryland's on the other side. Like it's kind of that twine in between. Yeah, cities broken like that. If you drive a little bit too far up, you in DC. You drive a little too far down, you in Maryland. Um, there's a lot of art in these buildings. There's a lot of old Confederate buildings that's been up here since time. And I'm gonna take some pictures of it. I'm gonna make a little picture. I'm gonna borrow my brother's camera and I'm gonna make a little picture graffiti of all the different stuff I see, like people. There is a lot of homeless here too. There's so much homeless. I'm seeing people like when you see people homeless, people sleeping outside the White House. That is facts. There are people sleeping next to the subway trains just to stay sheltered because I even found out Atlanta's doing this. Like they're arresting homeless people. Like why? They're homeless. Help them. Give them a place to go. And the ones that don't want to do, yeah, arrest them if their addiction is taking them to a point that they can't just sit up here and get some help or have a roof over their head. They want to still suffer in poverty. Then yeah, I understand. But you gotta make sure they good. You understand? Don't sit up here and arrest them for bullshit. Arrest them to make sure they got a place to rest their fucking head. Like, making sure they're good, not gonna get robbed, not nobody gonna split their neck or something. You know, there's shit happening every day down here. I mean, up here. You know what I'm saying? People is getting robbed, people's getting molested, people's getting killed. We gotta think about this type of shit. So, this is what it is to live in DC. There's two sides. Always two sides to, well, more is 2, 3, 4. Like they got, if not 5 trains lines just to get to different destinations. Compared to Atlanta, you got up, north, south, west, east. You know what I'm saying? North, south, east, west. North, south, east, west. That's how our train rolls. Up, that. They got this way, curve this way to go to that, curve this way, get that, got another train, go to that, got another train, go to that. It looks like a flower. Fuck that flower. But yeah, they got different lines. They got like 4, 5, 6 different lines. Like you got silver, green, a blue, a orange, fucking green. You know what I'm saying? They got red. They got different lines to get you wherever you need to go. Compared to we just got yellow and blue, north, south, east, west, whatever little areas you can get off and catch a bus to get to. But man, it's very different. The healthcare out here, I have an appointment on the 21st to get Washington DC insurance, which will cover my testosterone, which will cover my surgery, which will cover my any surgeries I decide to get. But you have to be aware of the women here. The women are here. Some of them are very deceitful. You got to know which ones. I ran into a couple one dudes they coachy at me, one that wanted to taste me. I had ones that don't want a relationship but act like they want, like they do the I'm dating but I want to be single shit. They have a lot of those. I ran into that too. I ran into a lot of fucking perpetrators, a lot of fakers, a lot of funners, a lot of pretenders, you know, a lot of claim blood life, a lot that ain't blood life, and a lot of that claim that blue life, that crip life, ain't no crip. It is what it is, you know. But it's so fucking different living up here. This is what it's like. This is what I've experienced since living up here. Alright, so I wanted to get people to understand that living up north is not always the best. Because once you leave here, you go to Baltimore. Baltimore is bad. It's really fucking bad. Don't ever live in Baltimore if you want to stay alive. Baltimore is like, it's like I'm here. I'm from Detroit, so I'm high. DC is high, but Detroit is a little higher on that crime rate. We high. We very high. Chicago, we high. You know what I'm saying? But you got also fucking New York. New York is like maybe 3 hours away from me. You know what I'm saying? I can drive 3 hours and go see a girl in New York. It ain't shit. That's the reason why I tell girls, like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm single. I'm single solo. Me drive to come and see you ain't shit. 3 hours, nigga? I would drive 3 hours. It took me an hour to get to work. You feel me? On a train and a bus. So, if I drove 6 hours, man, you know I can drive another 3 hours. I just gotta deal with the fucking traffic, you know? Yeah, I got bad traffic and it's congested. And I want a female that's really top notch when I come to New York. I want her to be like loyal and faithful. Because I don't want her to pop the fuck off, you feel me? But that's just the difference of living from here in Atlanta compared to living in Detroit, compared to now I'm back in Washington DC, the DMV. I don't know Virginia's area. I haven't been over there like that. They got a lot of bus lines, but I haven't really been over there like that. Am I homesick a little bit? I miss Atlanta. I miss what I know as home. To me, that's what I made home. Atlanta was home to me. Atlanta is something I know. I feel comfortable. Now, DC, I'll stay here a little too long. My attitude gets too bad. And I might snap. My friend's already been born and raised in DC. She'll pop off like she's Respucia. Bad Girls Club. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, she one of her. She raised here. So her attitude ain't none for Atlanta. She got a mouth on her. You feel me? So yeah, I can't take her to Atlanta. She a different breed. You know, she projects. You know, but yeah. So I'm gonna close this video because it's getting a little too long. I hope that you people keep subscribing, thumbs up the notification. I got another video topic. It's crazy. Like I'm saying, I'm coming back now. I got so much information. I'm getting so enlightened. We got some shit for your asses. Alright, now stay tuned with your boy. Peace.